Thanks for watching Mia's new pair of glasses, and we're going to get right into the topic of today's video. I have a lot to try and fit into a 15-minute period, so here we go. The first thing you need to know is that the system and the controllers we are up against are brilliant. They've done this before, they will do it again. The reason why all these things are so difficult to find is because when you put in a search, for example, purple light in the sky, this is the kind of stuff that comes up. The amount of time it takes to find all the events that are happening in the sky is enormous because you have to filter through things like this that have zero to do with the search that you are looking for. So this is just one example of the tactics they take to drown out what's really being recorded across the world. Now, just to review, it's all about the plasma. A bunch of different phenomenon we're seeing in the sky that can appear to be completely unrelated are actually all from the same thing. Now, plasma can appear in many different colors, and I'm going to show you a list again of the different colors that it can appear based on the gases it's exposed to. And it can appear to show up as beams. Those are the fingers of the plasma, dots, different spot colors in the sky. It can look like lightning, but it should not have sound until the main event with the plasma arcing. So I'm going to show you events that were caught all across the world while I'm explaining this. Now, the process of this naturally occurring event that we're calling the Empcoe, the electromagnetic plasma changeover event, is happening at a slow rate. Now, how long this is going to take and how slow it's going to be, we do not know at this point. But we know that these signs have been showing up, and with all the things that I have pulled up, you can see that the lights in the sky was starting at least back in June of this year. But again, to get through all the junk that's on YouTube to find these events is very difficult. But what we do know for sure was that the purple color in the sky was starting back in June of 2018. Now, there's going to be all kinds of, stupid excuses by the controllers and their channels and their venues on YouTube explaining why the skies are showing up purple and different colors, and that's all BS. It's just so when somebody searches, why would my sky be purple, they see immediately these huge channels that give these, completely random excuses that really don't even make any sense. Why am I showing you all these different events? It's because you need to be familiar with the signs and things that you need to look for. So if in any case communication goes down and there's nobody that's going to be there to warn you and to tell you you need to go, you need to know what is normal and what's not normal and what to look for, so that if and when you need to make the call, like, hey, I gotta go, no one's going to be there to help you to do it. You need to make that decision. The things that this is not, it is not UFOs. It is not weather manipulation. It is not directed energy weapons or any high tech that the controllers have. This is all the effects from the plasma. And the reason that these agendas are pushed is so that people won't put together the pieces of what's really occurring. So that's why these UFO channels and these weather modification channels and these directed energy weapon channels are so big. That is an agenda that is being pushed. Now, I'm not saying that weather manipulation doesn't exist. It does exist, but that is not the phenomenons that we are seeing in the sky. It is not a result of these things that are pushed, these agendas that are pushed. So it doesn't have to be purple. The plasma, like I said before, it can show up in any different amount of colors based on the gases it is exposed to. So you will see a wide range of colors show up in these videos that are showing up across the skies. So for example here, this is an example of the pulsing that can happen. And this is a result of plasma trying to ground and trying to make its way to the ground. Now, one thing to note is that these events have picked up recently at a tremendous rate. And the catalyst, there's a bunch of catalysts that really woke us up to the fact that this is happening, is the increased power outages and the, quote, transformer explosions that have happened. And I'm going to show you another one towards the end of this video that they're blaming on a transformer explosion. And another thing is that all these videos have to be thoroughly vetted. Like, for example, this video in Spain, right? It could be, yes, a pink filter, but as you'll see, you can see that the flowers in the image are not, there's white flowers there, they're not pink. So there's all different ways to make sure that these videos are authentic. And most of these videos have come from people with, 3 to 5 subscribers, and they don't have anything else on their channel. They are just small videos that are just sitting out there, and through time and research, I've been able to find these to show you and put them all together to tie these events to one thing, and that is the coming catastrophe, aka the Empcoe. And one of the main reasons for me putting together videos like this recently is because, people may think just because this is my main purpose and this is all I do, that I have some, advantage to getting my family and people I love to listen and to believe what we're talking about and to know what we're talking about. But that's not the case. I don't have any better luck getting anybody in my life to listen than any of you, right? People see it or they don't. But it is my hope that connecting all of these events, showing people these things that are happening all over the world, and especially recently, that they will start to see what it is that we've been talking about, as well as any of you out there that are new to my and Brian's content. And hopefully you'll go back and watch the videos on his channel, Brianaustinlambert33. He has his series 1 through 23 that really is a must watch for you to catch up, to know exactly what we're talking about and the true nature of your world that has been hidden from the population. And when you watch that, watch the following videos, the video he did on deforestation, which was absolutely brilliant, and the 2.6 undecillion, which shows that we have had reoccurring catastrophes over history. And that is also a brilliant video. So if you haven't caught up and watched those, go to his channel and watch those videos. These are my final efforts. These final few videos are my last effort to let anybody know what is happening. This information is not for everyone. So there's a lot of people that are going to not be able to handle the gravity of the situation and what we're facing. And, all I can do is put out the information, and for people that have eyes to see and ears to hear and can emotionally handle it, they will be able to do what needs to be done and continue on this journey with us for as long as we have. But all you need to do is use your own 2 eyes and go out and look, and you'll see that what you are seeing is not normal, right? I hear that said a lot, and I say it a lot. It's not normal. It's not normal for the whole entire horizon to be lit up gold an hour after sunset. Now, especially when there's nothing in the sky, and I've been watching the skies and the sunsets in San Diego for 22 years, and the sunsets are changing, the skies are changing, and it's never been like that before. So next I'm going to show you a video. This is from, hope I pronounce this right, Chilos Bunny Forever, and she's got some really interesting stuff captured on her channel. And what she's capturing here is it's the sky being electrically charged. So you'll see those blank spots. Now that could be from the plasma charging those spots, and so clouds cannot form in those areas. But that is not from HAARP or weather modification. You need to ask yourself, why are some channels really, really big, right? Why do they, I would ask myself this all the time, why do they allow this out there? Like, they could hide it easily. Well, they have a calculated reason for everything. And if people believe that these events are caused from weather modification and HAARP, or there's a whole other group of people that feels like it's aliens or, little green men, then they get away with hiding the biggest secret ever kept in history, which is the naturally occurring Empcoe. So I'm not saying that these things don't exist, but the reason that these topics are pushed is so they can divide people, and they can have people attributing the different phenomenon that is all related to one thing. They believe that these are isolated incidents. So you'll see a lot of videos in here with the pulsing or things that can appear to look like lightning. But again, these events do not have any sound associated with them. They're silent. And these images that we're seeing all across the world of the different colors in the sky are also not isolated. They're happening on a daily basis in all different locations across the world. Now, this next video I'm going to show you were little white dots that started appearing around where the sun was setting, and they came out of nowhere. So they would start as a dot, and they would slowly fan out over time, and they appeared to look like little clouds, but they would pop up out of nowhere. They would start to fan out. They were much brighter than what was already in the sky, and there was nothing being dropped in the sky. There was no planes flying ahead. There was no chemtrails at all that day. These things just started appearing, and then they would slowly fan out and spread out. And we watched probably, I don't even know how many, 30, 40 in just the span that I was filming. We watched these just literally pop out of the sky. Now, something this could be is the plasma fingers, because water is a byproduct of plasma. And if the plasma fingers are trying to ground, they could be causing these anomalies in the sky. But these were definitely not anything dropped from the sky, from planes, or anything else. They just appeared. So this next video I'm going to show you is another video from Chilo's Bunny Forever, and she captured the sun as it was rising, and she captured the most amazing red skies along with this cloud formation that was red on the inside. Now, this could be a couple things. This could be the light reflecting on the certain part of the cloud, or it could be possibly a charge from within the cloud. But this is pretty amazing footage that she caught, and this is in Hesperia, California. Now, the next video I'm going to show you is an event that happened yesterday on January 6th in Battleground, Washington. Another flashing light, very similar to New York and what happened in Kenner, Louisiana, and this was blamed on a transformer explosion. Now, this event only lasted for a few seconds, but what you are going to start hearing as these increase in frequency from the mainstream media is they're going to start blaming it on some type of infrastructure problem. They have excuses for everything, and they're going to explain this away, but these events are going to continue. This is not the last that we've seen of them, and it is going to continue to increase. All these events are due to the plasma, the focal point of our world, which we call the sun, changing in its trajectory, and our world drastically changing, and we ain't seen nothing yet. Make sure to catch up on my last 3 videos I've posted, as well as watching the series on the Brianaustinlambert33 Channel. If you'd like to join my membership website, go to miasnewpairofglasses.com. Everybody stay safe, be good to one another, and God bless.